In Louisville, Kentucky, they love thoroughbreds who know how to run down the stretch and get to the wire first. And certainly, they've seen plenty of them here. From Johnny Unitas to Lamar Jackson, today, the Louisville Cardinals will try to live up to that legacy. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. NC State will kick off and that'll get things underway. Bringing it back. And the return man reaches the end of the line and down he goes. So the Louisville Cardinals will be in a hole thanks to that short return. And here he comes, and you may think that you can take a wide receiver out of the game plan, but Jesse, with this guy, he sort of believes, I'm him. I'm the dude.
Yeah, and he gives defensive coordinators nightmares, too. I swear, when you watch this guy's highlight tape, man, he scares you to death with his speed. He can take the top off the defense. He can change the game, David, on any given play.
And so how many different ways can I continue to give him touches? You know, they're going to split him out wide. I'd hand him the football. I'd throw it to him quick. I'd throw it to him deep. This is a playmaker that will be featured.
Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume.
Pass on the way. It's picked off. Got some room to run. The 30. He's at the 20. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. Offense getting set for first down. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Got enough space. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And the ball is intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Wolfpack! What a great play by the defensive, paying it off with the interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Dropping back, it's Shuck. Getting some heat. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He's got great speed. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Little touch pass to the receiver. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
They'll try to move the chains on fourth down. NC State comes to the line. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Defense was ready, and the offense thinking maybe they're going to all jam up in the middle of the field and try to get ready for an inside run. That time, they were expecting the receiver running it outside on fourth. Great speed, nice open field tackle. This defense is coming off the field, and they've earned it.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up?
Fires one high and deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. Coming after him. Still running at the 40. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. They move the tight end all over. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And now on second down for this offense. Off the play fake. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. To the air. It's Shuck. He's right on target. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. And the Cardinals are on the move. Looking to move it through the air. Feeling some heat. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. And early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
How about the quarterback there? Buying a little bit of time, a little Houdini act, breaking the tackle, breaking the sack. Maybe now you want him to get his eyes back downfield and try to make a play, but the pressure definitely sped him up and forced the incompletion.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Offense set on first down. He's going to pass. quick strike complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Here comes the offense on second down. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Looking for a man. It's Bailey. Trying to get to him. Working the middle. It's complete. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Trying to find his man on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He'll just keep slinging it. Quickly out to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? They've got some work to do on this third and long from the 40. The run from the shotgun. Turns it on in midfield. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
He's got it on the right. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Concepcion. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Line getting set on second down. They'll run it from the gun. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. NC State with the 1st and 10 here. They're getting this guy lathered up. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Power football with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. NC State will line up with a 1st and goal. Back to throw, it's Bailey. Moves around to clear up the vision. Moving toward the end zone, and the ball is free. And the fumble is going to go out of bounds, and the offense will maintain possession. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Takes the handoff. It's Waters. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, with this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have the nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's really good down here close to the goal line, finding creases.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he will take it in. Touchdown, North Carolina State! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been...
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Bringing it back. The 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, NC State. NC State. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break. And that pass is intercepted. Touchdown, Wolfpack. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Line gets set, first down. Looking downfield, it's Shuck. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. On second down, looking again to throw. Caught, close to the marker, it's Bell. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Lining up from the 34 on first down. He's going up top. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. Ball still spotted at the 34. It's 2nd and 10. They're going to throw it again. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lacey. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. The Cardinals are in the hurry up. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Cardinals will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. A fair catch called for and made. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Second down coming up. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On second down, looking to throw. Pressure. Oh, no. What a stunningly boneheaded play. You can't make a miracle every time. Don't get sacked for the safety. They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Comes out throwing on first down. Gets it out fast. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The offense has it now at the 48-yard line. 1st and 10. Fires to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. The offense burns his 3rd and final timeout of the half. They'll line up for a second down play.
3:25.
Back to throw. It's Shuck. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. They're trying to get to it. And the defense wraps up the first half by taking it to the quarterback and getting the sack.
Coming up, fourth down.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a fascinating first 2 quarters of football in Louisville.